Hey, shalom, shalom, brothers. It's Brother Kamal Mahar here, back at it again. First thing first, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahawah Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and others learn the truth from. Blessings to the Akim dear preaching his word with wholehearted sincerity. Blessed to the 144,000 and 1/3, entirely the first fruits kingdom of heaven, the house of David, the Biaf that would die. And shalom to brother, they're speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom to you, brothers. So today, brothers, I came across this video. Maybe if it was, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, 2 days ago or so. Actually, it was a TikTok or an Instagram that I actually will refer back to on Chariots, which is basically so-called UFOs, or what angels are pretty much driving in, the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Shah. But what's very interesting is the reason why I wanted to bring this vid out, or this Instagram, is because the technology that the chariots are in, or the vehicles they're in, the way the Edomites or what Navy or whatever it is are speaking of, are talking about exactly how they're moving and how the capabilities of what they're able to do as far as the speed and the way they can turn and things of that nature. Is actually biblical, referring to Ezekiel, the first chapter. So when I saw the video, I was like, automatically, that's exactly what I'm gonna get into. When it comes into the chariots of the chariots of the Most High, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get this vid.
Imagine something that had the ability to fly in space, underwater, and in our atmosphere at 13,000 miles an hour and change directions instantly. We fly the SR-71 at 3,200 miles an hour. If you wanted to take a right-hand turn, it would take you roughly half the state of Ohio to do it. And yet what we're seeing are objects that can do 90-degree turns instantly. And we're not talking about speeds of 3,200 miles an hour. They've been clocked at over 13,000. The question arises, how is that possible? Imagine something that had the ability to fly.
All right, so it says UFOs have been observed traveling 13,000 miles per hour while making instantaneous right angle turns, right? So it's giving you like a plane is 583. Then he said that the SR-71, I think it's the same plane pursuant to Top Gun Maverick with Tom Cruise in the very beginning, going like Mach, well, I don't know, whatever Mach that was, but that was going 3,200 miles per hour, and the chairs are going 13,000. Now, it's going to be a short vid, but I wanted to bring this as far as talking about chariots. Now, this particular, let me go back. This particular
imagine something that had the ability to fly in space, underwater, and in our atmosphere at 13,000 miles an hour and change directions instantly. We fly the SR-71 at 3,200 miles an hour. If you wanted to take a right-hand turn, it would take you roughly half the state of Ohio to do it. And yet what we're seeing are objects that can do 90-degree turns instantly. And we're not talking about speeds of 3,200 miles an hour. They've been
All right, so that right there, brothers, is a chariot. It's the vehicles of the angels fly in, so-called UFOs. And I also have seen these myself, with also a couple brothers, many other brothers in different camps, have seen chariots. And it's a beautiful thing because we are all in unison. It's not like brothers seen it individually. We've seen them together, took pictures together. We've seen the exact object before, flying around in general. Now, what I wanted to bring out because of this video is Ezekiel, the first chapter, which is beautiful because it does nothing but just prove the scriptures. Ezekiel 1 goes into obviously the angels and also the chariots that's one with them. I just kind of read down Just go through the spirit and read down. It says, now it came to pass in the 13th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river of Chabar, that the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of Yahweh. In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of the king of Jehoiachin's captivity, the word of the Lord came expressly unto Ezekiel and his priest, and the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Chabar, and the hand of the Lord was there upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind, which is another word, another name for a chariot or a so-called UFO. It came out of the north, a great cloud, and also they're called clouds, and the fire enfolded itself, and also looked like the color of amber, or like a fire engulfing it. These are all descriptions that have, and a brightness about it, and out of the midst thereof was a color of amber, and out of the midst of the fire. I've seen a documentary of Edomites seeing chariots that look like color of amber, or like it was engulfed in fire. Verse 5, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance, that they had likeness of a man. Here we go. Everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings. And their feet were like straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass, kind of like a Dragon Ball Z or solo leveling type of thing going on. They were sparkling, and they were brown skin melanated type of creatures. And it says, and they had hands of a man under the wings of their 4 sides, and their 4 had their faces of their wings. These are angels that are scribing, probably terrifying looking. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward. See, there you go. Now, this is going back to that video where it talks about how they can go so fast and they can turn instantaneously. This is why it says it turn not, because it's able to go up and across and up and back down, up and go across. It don't gotta remember that the SR-71 said it was going 3,200 miles per hour. And in order to make a turn, it had to go at half a state of Texas to make a turn. When a Chariot can go 13,000 miles per hour and just go instantaneously in whatever direction they need to. And this is why it says, their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward. See, forward. To them is forward. That's forward. That's forward. That's forward. That's forward. They don't gotta go like this. They can just go in the direction they need to. Very incredible. If you drop down, verse 10. As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, face of a lion on the right side. They had a face of an ox on the left side, and 4 also had the face of an eagle. That's crazy. Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward. 2 wings of every one were joined one to another, and 2 covered their body. So you got wings down this way, and the wings over top of it. That's incredible. Then it says, and then here it goes again. And they went every one straight forward. Whither the spirit was to go, they went, and they turned not when they went. So wherever the angel went, the chariot followed, but then it didn't have to make a U-turn. It can just go in the direction they need to. Here's the point. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like the burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. It went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. Now listen and repeat this. The living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of flash of lightning. You see that? And that's why it goes the appearance of the wheels, and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and their 4 had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. When they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went. You see that? That's why it says right here is a point. Now, as I beheld, it says, and the living creatures ran and returned. Forward, back down, up across, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of flash of lightning. Now let's go go back to this again, real quick.
Clock at over 13,000. The question can't turn, it would take you roughly half the state of Ohio to do it. And yet what we're seeing are objects that can do 90-degree turns instantly. And we're not talking about speeds of 3,200 miles an hour. They've been clocked at over 13,000. The question arises, how is that possible? Imagine something that has the ability to fly.
See that? How is that possible? 13,000 miles per hour from a zero. So you got to look at it like this. They're going 0 to 13,000 miles per hour at an instant. 0 to 13 from the rip. 13,000 and stop. And then 13,000 and then 13,000 and 13,000. That's going to look like lightning or the speed of light. That's just too damn fast. That's incredibly fast. And so what they're explaining, or what they're trying to explain, they're just explaining the abilities of the chariots of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is explained in Ezekiel, the first chapter, their actual capabilities of what they can do. They can run and return as of lightning, which is like 13,000. See, run and return. That mean it went somewhere and came back at an instant, like as of lightning. That's what this Edomite is explaining. So I wanted to bring that out because, that's just amazing how it just further proves the scriptures. And also when you look at it, when it says like in Matthew 24 and 30, when it's talking about the Lord will send his angels to the four corners of the earth, deliver his very elect. How's that possible? They're going to the four corners of the earth, beaming up the elect before the great destruction. How's that possible? Going that damn fast and going over close to the four corners of the earth? Yeah. You see what's going on, man. I brought this out as edifying to you, brothers, man. I wanted to bring that out, man. The capabilities of the chariots is beautiful. Lord willing, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Bahara Kakwadash, Yahweh, he is to be, exists. Ba'ashem in the name, and the only begotten Son, the Lord and Savior. Yahushua, Ba'ashem in the name. And Baha and the Holy Spirit of Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders the Lord is true from. Blessing to the Akim there preaching his word, with horror to sincerity. Blessed to the 144,000, 1/3 entirely, the first fruits kingdom of heaven. The house of David, the Biaf, that would die. And Shalom, brothers, that just speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom to you, brothers.